Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets and I am Amanda. Today I am here to do my week 4 budget projection for the month of October 2022. So if you are interested in that sort of content, then please stick around for the remainder of this video. For those that are new to my channel, welcome. And for those that are not new, welcome back. Here on this channel, I talk about anything related to finances, mainly budgeting. And also I have a cozy chair conversation that I really need to get back doing. Hopefully I can get it started this upcoming week because I do have several topics that I want to talk about. But yeah, I normally do that somewhere in the middle of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. So, as I stated previously, we're going to get started with this week 4 budget projection. In a budget projection, I talk about all of the transactions or items, financial items that I tend to take care of out of a specific paycheck. I get paid every single Friday, therefore I do this budget projection every single week. All right, so I am going to put the information up on the screen. I normally handwrite my information out. That is what has worked for me. I like doing that because it helps me to remember all of the items I need to be budgeting this week. Just in case I forget something, then I write it down. I got my little cheat sheet, and it just helps me to kind of move monies around in the fashion that I need to move it around. All right, so that information is up on the screen, and I actually did write a quote today, and this quote was specifically to me. It's saying getting back on track. So yes, I definitely need to do that because I have been still budgeting and watching my money and finances closely, but just a structured setting where I'm writing everything down and I'm recording. See, all that kind of stuff holds me accountable with my budget to make sure I stay on track. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, week 4 budget projection, October the 28th, 2022. First up is the HOA fee for $6.70. Then we have Hulu coming in at $7.99. Yes, that has gone up. I've seen it. It started out at $5.99, now it's up to $7.99. So yes, we're gonna have to watch Hulu and see what's going on. That and Netflix are both going up. Next, we have auto insurance for $108. Another auto insurance for $62. I have 2 separate policies in between 3 different vehicles. Student loan amount for $100. College tuition and or gasoline account. It's a whole thing, but just know that this money goes to the children. $25. So in other words, I pick and choose what weeks I'm going to send the money, give it for one of the children for gas, or if I'm going to put it in a tuition account. That's just what that is. Next, we have the debt amount this week for $536. So that's exciting. Y'all know I'm always putting those that are owed, know that I'm putting that money toward my mortgage. So next, we have the power bill for $160. Then we have our gas bill for $180. School lunch for $22. The household expenses is $148. That's like money I pull out in cash to take care of groceries, toiletries, blow money. I give myself a little spending money during the week, which 99.999% of the time I don't use, but just in case I need to buy something or give something to charity or give something to a homeless person I see, I have that money there. Next, we have the children's savings account. That's $28.50. Maybe I'll round that up, when, not if, because I'm speaking this into existence, when I get my pay increase to like $30. I don't know, $35. But these are numbers where my budget is specific down to the penny. Because, a lot of times people just kind of round these numbers up and, just forget it. No, it's down to the penny. Security system is $26.95. Then I have a minor Roth IRA for $20 for the youngest child. And last but not least, I like to leave a little bit of cushion money in the account each week so that, it just won't not have anything in it. $26. So the total for this week is $1,457.14. Okay. Now, that's step 1. Step 2 is to Well, let's go on to the next line below that. I typically leave $1,368 in this account every single week because I take care of all of my transactions each week. But this week, you see, the amount is more than what I leave in there, so let's subtract. $1,457.14 minus $1,368 equals $89.14. That money I need to pull out of the bill savings account to help me satisfy this total $1,400 amount. But we're doing that right here on paper, so that's just for now. All right, step 2 is to go back up through these items and put a PA beside those items that I will not be taking care of this week. However, I will set that money aside out of this week's pay. So that's why you have the PA with the pink circle around it. That indicates put away. So you see those items there. I'm not going to read them again. Then step 3 is to come down and add up all of those items. So that PA total is $168.70. So that is the amount technically I need to put away right here on paper. So you see those two numbers with the clouds around them. They do have a relationship. We will talk about that relationship a little bit later. 4th step is to go back up through these items and put a purple triangle next to those items that I will be taking care of this week. As you can see, I got a lot of items that I will be taking care of this week. Not going to read through them, but I am going to speak on 3 of the items. All right, first one is going to be that auto insurance where I have the $108 projected. The monthly amount of that policy is $373. Actually, it went down because it's normally $430 something. So I'm not going to argue, second guess. That's what State Farm said. So I am going to pay that amount, $373. I projected the $108 out of this week's pay. So we're going to have to subtract the actual amount from the projected. We're going to have to subtract the projected amount from the actual amount. So let's do that. 373 minus 108 equals $265. That is the money I'm going to have to grab out of the bill's savings account to help me satisfy that insurance policy. That's why I put monies away some weeks into that bill savings account, because you always have to, sometimes, not always, but sometimes you have to go back into that account and pull the remainder amount of that money out to help you satisfy a debt or a transaction. So, because every week I set aside 108 for this policy. So I'm not spending that 108 every week. I put it in that bill savings account. So when it's time to pay the bill, like this week, I pull the money out. That's a great strategy that I feel that has helped me out tremendously. Just setting aside a little bit of money out of your pay each week instead of trying to think about the week of the week that the item is due. You know, you're like, okay, well, the insurance is $373. I need to figure out of this week paycheck how I'm going to pay that. Plus my student loan bill is $400. I need, so if you're only making $1,000 a week and you're trying to pay a $400 student loan bill plus a $300 car insurance, that's $700. You only have $300 left for the week. So yes, you don't want to do that. You just want to set aside each amount, a little bit out of each paycheck that you get. All right, so next we have the power bill. I projected $160. The bill this month is only $79. I love these low amount months when it's not as cool and it's not as hot, so you're not really using your natural gas for heating or your AC. Yeah, it's like the October, November-ish time frame. You're not using them, so both of those bills are going to be lower than projected. So the $160 minus the $79 equals $81. So see, I have an overage of $81, and I'm going to put that money back in the bill savings account, but that's just right here on paper until we get everything done. Same thing with the gas bill. I projected $180. It only came in at $77 this month. So $180 minus $77 equals $103 that I will have left over to put back in the bill savings account as well. But we're doing that right here on paper. So we're going to go down and we're going to add and or subtract all these numbers to see what we're actually going to be doing with the money. So first things first, let's take care of those two numbers in the clouds. Remember, we had one where we need to pull out and one where we need to put away. So let's subtract those two numbers because they have two different transactions. $168.70 minus $89.14 equals $79.56. That's the amount I'm going to put away in the bill savings account, because the $168 put away amount is the larger of the two numbers. So that's the action that this answer will take. But remember, we're doing that right here on paper. So now we got numbers with yellow lines underneath them. We got the $79.56 that we just discussed, plus those three numbers up top. So we got a $265 we need to pull out, a $81 we need to put away, and a $103 that we need to put away. So we got to add and subtract these numbers. So the simplest way that I decided to do this was to do all those actions that are alike first. We're going to add all those up, and then we will we will subtract the two numbers that we get. So what I did first is I decided to add up all the put away totals. So that would be that $79.56. I'm looking at the third from the last line of the page now. $79.56 plus the $81 from the power bill that's left over, plus the $103 from the gas bill that's left over. Okay, so you got all those put away amounts. That equals $263.56. So that is the total put away amount that I have. So that's money I need to put in the bill savings account, but right here on paper. All right. However, if we're looking at the amounts we need to pull out, we only have that $265 for the insurance up top. So we're going to take that $265 minus the $263.56, which was the amount that we need to put away. Okay, so since we have two different actions, we got to subtract them. $265 minus $263.56 leave a whopping $1.44. That number gets a yellow box around it because it is the total amount that I need to pull out of the bill savings account this week to help me, satisfy all these transactions. Honestly, guys, because that amount is so small, the cushion amount that I leave in the bills checking account is going to take care of that. So I'm not going to move any monies. This is the first week where, both of the amounts have kind of like evened out, where I didn't have to either put money away in the account, in the bill savings account, or pull money out. So that's kind of interesting. I know some of my numbers have changed quite a bit in my budgeting strategy, but yeah, this has been the first week with that. Now, as you can see at the very bottom of the page, very bottom, I don't know why I got this in green, it should be in red. However, it says move $276 from the bills savings account to cover a payroll error. Yes, y'all heard me right. They shorted my paycheck. They shorted it this week big time. I think maybe like $400 or something. I don't know. It was a payroll error. So what I'm going to have to do to help me satisfy what I got going on here, I'm going to move $276 out of the bill savings account until they get my paycheck squared away. So I'm hoping that next week that they put that extra money back on. It's not extra, it's the money that I'm owed back on my pay, so I can move that money back into the bill savings account. So yeah, so that's why I say it's always good to have money set aside. You do not want to just live paycheck to paycheck. You want to try and have money set aside. So just think, if I didn't have anything set aside, or even if I wasn't even using this budgeting strategy, I would not be able to have this money. I probably have to go and borrow it from someone, or get that amount off my credit card, which will start another bill. So you don't want to do that. Just try and save as much as you can within reason. Make sure you take care of your necessities, perhaps maybe a few of your wants, but mainly your necessities, and then set that money aside, because at the end of the day, if we really analyze the things that we buy in that wants category, probably about 50 or 60% of them we really don't end up using to its full potential, like honestly. But that's all I have for this video today. It's getting super long, but these projection videos normally are because I have to go through all of my numbers. Please subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you are doing with your monies. And also hit the like button so that this information can get out to more people. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. I will see you in the next video. Peace.